Alright, man, guys, we got a YouTuber by the name of Uncut. Now, guys, I just started getting into his content when the Undisputed boxing game came out, and he has fire fucking content. I never knew this guy was going into the whole UFC lane, or maybe he was already in there and I'm just late to the scene that he's just now doing the whole UFC content. But this guy right here is talking his shit about the whole UFC community and what their thoughts on the UFC 5 game and the cash cows, all the crazy shit, all the crazy drama in the UFC community. This guy is exposing it. So let's go ahead and check out his content, man. And subscribe to his channel and my channel before you do that. Let's get into this bitch.
Another controversial video which will surely upset some of the hive-minded NPCs, who, by the way, have a vocabulary limited to "Why you hating me? Stop crying, man." Concluding, of course, with laughing emojis and skull face. Sadly,
like, how do you edit that, bro? Like, how do you make it? I don't want to get off topics, guy, but like, how the fuck do you edit this shit? He makes a clean ass background like this with the UFC 5 logo, Scarface, little pump. Like, that's tough, but enough of me gawking.
Laughing emojis and skull face. Sadly, we live in a society with sheep who cannot think for themselves.
This guy put Marshall Mine as a sheep, bro, for EA Sports. Oh shit.
So let me give you a helping hand. It's evident that companies who hold a monopoly over our favorite sports franchises have no reason to update the formula. And I believe the core issue is down to your favorite influencer. And sadly for you, I care more about the quality of these games than these influencers who you worship for all the wrong reasons. So how can we get back the quality of gaming we once found in the UFC and Fight Night franchises?
I don't care what you say.
In order to find the solution, you first must identify.
Man, Undisputed just copy Fight Night's formula and you have a fucking masterpiece, please.
Problem. Chapter 1, false prophets.
I can't stress enough just how much more impactful this new damage system is going to be in UFC 5.
Bullshit. Fucking bullshit, Marshall Mine. And you know that's bullshit too. Man, I seen how the stamina bar works on UFC 5 and it was atrocious. The damage bar is atrocious. To be honest, what I'm looking at right now, UFC 4 might just be better than UFC 5. To be honest, I never knew what was the hate about UFC 4 was. All they needed to do was fix the clinch game. You didn't have to touch anything on UFC 4 but the clinch game. You could have kept the knee elbows. That was actually kind of fun to go against and actually use. That's what I was confused about. The UFC community just asked for too much, and like the shit was just crazy. They asked for too much, they didn't get a lot, but UFC changed a lot. If that makes sense.
A mutual understanding. The influencers who you support and defend would not be playing a fighting game with broken mechanics excessively for years if they were not financially rewarded.
I see all your comments on social media. I promise you I read that stuff myself, and I want you to know from the deepest part of my heart, I do not care. I have spent no time thinking about you guys. I haven't missed any one of you, and the only time you cross my mind is when I'm thinking of ways to get more of your money.
You might feel connected.
Hey, is that shots thrown to Prioxis and Marshall Mine Claimer?
To your favorite influencer, but
Did
unless they're
sending me?
active in the comment sections, which most of them are not, they have no connection with you. They see a camera lens and numbers. In fact, when they read your comments, you probably annoy them. So how did they find success in the influencer lane?
I really don't know how, because I come from a shooter's background. I played Call of Duty. I don't know, UFC 2 was fun, and now all I did was use Bruce Lee.
Unlike Marshall Mind, who is a genuine fanatic of
Is he going on Prioxis' ass?
MMA, many of the influencers you follow today were simply opportunists, capitalizing on the trending game of the month. The process is fairly simple. A UFC game is released. It will trend by default because the UFC is a huge franchise. All of those looking to be the next big influencer will attempt to cover the trailer first, desperate for your attention.
Damn, Claimer! What's wrong with that, bro? What's wrong with that? Sometimes you gotta get the numbers up, man. You gotta be first to the game, man.
They will pull Soy Boy face. They will overhype the trailer.
That is straight fire.
Because
Nah,
excitement
that's
creates
crazy.
better
What was fire there? What was fire about the whole UFC 5 gameplay?
engagement. They move on to playing the game, offering very basic commentary and tips. And whoever the algorithm favors, they now have the upper hand. And all they need to do for success is keep you hooked. And this is a highly manipulative process, whether they know they're doing it or not. Chapter 3, Manufacturing Desire. Take a game which is clearly broken, has terrible input delay, which by the way is the fundamental mechanic needed in a competitive fighting game, and just pretend these problems don't exist.
Bang. Look at these character models. Look at Patty Pimblett out there, looking like Patty Pimblett. The fact that the blood
Somebody said Crooks is doing the same thing now. That's why I unsubbed to him. Damn.
stays in the spot where it landed, that is
straight fire.
I'd buy that for
Bro.
Why would they pretend? I mean,
Crazy,
I thought they were having
that's
fun.
fire.
Sorry to break it to you, it's their job.
Ayo, Crooks, that's crazy. You said that's straight fire? I wonder, how much do EA Sports pay him, though? Like, come on, Claimers. Hey, guys, I'm going to be honest, man. I probably would have sold out, too. I would have told y'all straight up, but I would have sold out, too. Give me that bag, baby. Be honest with y'all, man. And when a day I did sell out on y'all would have known.
Do I
I ain't gonna hide it.
For-
And even if the game was a 1 out of 10, I would have raised that bitch up like it was a 10 out of 10. Just give me the money.
I do for a game like UFC Undisputed 3? No, I don't. This is because I am more of a mixed martial arts fan than I am a gamer. I've said this multiple times.
This validates that playing the game is a job, and in Martial Mind's case, a chore. They create the
Yeah,
elite
that's what's paying the bills. Yeah, come on. That's what's paying the bills right now. That's what's feeding his family. Can't switch
of
the
a
remedy
pleasurable
now.
experience which their young, naive user base gain pleasure from. All that is required is low effort consistency, which brings us to the fate of an
Low
EA
effort
UFC influencer.
consistency.
For the sake of context, let's say those top YouTubers are Prioxis, Martial Mind, and Ricky J. Despite them gaining a huge following in a short period of time, it's a following who only want you to play that one game. The same game, like Groundhog Day.
Facts, man. You get that UFC community on you, bro. They're not gonna watch you play no other game but US fucking C. You really gotta have them really connect. But the only thing that's wrong with the UFC community that no one can really connect with their audience, because let's be real, man. These streamers, like, come on, like, bro. I try to play Prioxis. That was like one of the hardest things to do. I was like, what the fuck? Like, you're not doing anything. Let's just get a quick 1v1. I thought it would be fucking nice. He said no. I was like, damn, that's tough. Every time I hop on live, I play every fucking subscriber. Let's go. Let's go head to head. Ain't nobody ducking smoke. Best out of 3. Like, I thought that's how it was. I thought that's what it was in the community. Everyone can grow. But, man, even with JMMA too. I tried to play him, he said no. Huh? But once Prioxis say, yo, J MMA, let's play. He got up so quick. Oh yeah, let's play. Let's hop on the control. Like, it was crazy. Like, and it wasn't even set up for them to even play. Like, I can't even explain it. It was one of the craziest things I've ever seen. From that point on out, I said no way I can be involved with the UFC community. There's no way I can be involved. If I made a community, it's just going to be me and us. Like, there's no way I can involve myself with any of these guys, man. Like, Claimer Uncut, I fuck with his channel. And I fuck with all their other channels, too. I learned how to play UFC from watching their videos. I don't want to just knock their shit down. I learned this game from them. But, like, fuck, like, these guys, like, maybe the first impression was a bad impression. It might be cool guys. I don't know. I don't know.
Even take a break. If Martial Mind were to take 3 months off, he would lose his #1 spot, and in turn that would affect his earnings substantially.
UFC 4, man. Just
That's every gaming YouTuber, though.
I've actually been rising. If I'm not uploading daily, I'm uploading at least 25 videos a month. I'm streaming at least 25 times a month.
Yeah, that's fact. His numbers will drop, but that's for every gaming YouTuber. Like, if you go into the NBA 2K community, if a guy, no, like, let's go to, like, yeah, if a guy like Cheeseaholic stopped posting 2K videos, he might have a huge drop off. If a guy, you know, in the Madden community, if TD Barrett stops creating videos, it might be a huge drop off, of course.
Streaming a game you do not enjoy 25
That's
times
for every
a month.
YouTuber,
I can
though.
speak for those who
Even
have
if Kramer
successful
Uncut
careers.
stopped
The ultimate
posting,
goal
same
is
way.
to earn more and work less. At 50 years old, playing EA UFC 8, you gotta ask yourself, what did I achieve? Who did I connect with? Where did I travel? What did I learn? I know, you hating me. Everyone chooses their own path, right? But here's the dilemma. When you paint yourself in a corner and your main source of income is to play EA UFC, you're going to go against your moral compass for survival purposes. Martial Mind is not stupid. He has considered the things I've just mentioned, and I believe he's taking the easy way out to change his fate. It does not benefit you to criticize EA UFC. What benefits you is that your audience purchased the game and continue to use your channel as a resource, leading me on to the
That is fucking facts. I never thought about that.
devil themselves, EA Sports. They save a substantial amount of money in promotions.
What's wrong with that,
because
though?
influencers do that for them around the clock. If UFC 4 is worse than UFC 3, however, influencers continue to promote it, in turn growing the EA community and increasing sales, why on earth would EA change that formula now? Ever wondered why we don't have GTA 6 yet?
I'll be your butthole, fella!
Influencers. Why Assassin's Creed is always garbage. Influencers. Cryoxis validates that he knows the game is a ripoff.
What is new? Pay $100 or $70. Those changes I feel could have been a simple update, which makes me look at it as UFC 4.5.
Sounds good, but he goes on to confirm he will still be promoting it.
EA Sports UFC 5 will actually playing it. I don't know, bro. Is a pig's pussy pork?
Make it make sense. At least Martial Mind pretends to like the game. You despise UFC 4. If UFC 5 is UFC 4.5, why would you stream a game 25 times a month that you do not like? Influencers will promote mediocrity for their own financial gain. So what is the solution? Well, it's pretty simple. If influencers were to take a stand, they would promote a variety of fighting games on a regular basis. In the short term, they'd get a drop in views, but in the long term, if they put in the effort, that would expand their audience. Ricky J Sports is already doing this. In the short term, his views will drop, but in the long term, he will expand his audience. The biggest upside being
That's
that
facts,
no one
man. I would never keep myself close into the UFC community. I just like that game the most, but I would never hold myself close to that. And fuck no.
questions his integrity. Marshall
Maybe
Mind
COD,
is
I don't
doing
know.
it too. Nice work, Marshall. Sure this helps the indie company get off the ground. A man of integrity. Sadly, our only hope is an EA competitor. Either an indie or well-established development team, THQ, who could work with the likes of 1FC or the PFL to create an MMA game alternative. You can
That's what I'm saying. Whatever happened to THQ?
to offer you an honest take on the one thing they cover and rely on influencers.
Wow. I wondered, are these influencers going to react?
To offer you an honest take
Are they gonna
on the
react to
one
this
thing
video?
they cover and rely on for financial gain. Even when they give honest feedback, it's strategic because they will go full circle. To be clear, this is not a hit piece on any particular YouTuber. I am simply analyzing the bigger
Man, that's a hit piece. Go ahead and say you hit. That's a fucking hit piece, man. Let them know what it is. Guys, I'm gonna tell you what it is, man. Even though Claimer Uncut said it perfectly, I'm gonna say in my point of view. With Marshall Mind, is he a cow? I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Yeah, man. So I don't want to say it. I don't want to be a guy to say it, man. But yeah, he's a cow. I watched the gameplay of that game, and there's no way Marshall Mind could say the game was good. He didn't. I'm not saying. Like, give us an honest opinion. If the game is trash as fuck, let us know it's trash as fuck and tell us why it's trash as fuck and expose that shit. Still play the game. I don't give a fuck. That's how you pay the bills. But don't fake it. Don't fake it. What Prioxis is doing, it's actually not that bad because at the end of the day, that's what pays the bills. That's what feeds his family. So him not liking the game and playing the game still, as long as you're good at the game, motherfuckers are gonna watch you. That's just what it is. And yeah, well, Marshall Mine is a cow. Marshall Mine, yeah, he's a cow because that gameplay he showed with the Romero, that was atrocious, man. I'm seeing I'm saying Oliveira. I'm seeing who was he fighting with again? It's a blur. But I'm seeing them fight and they're throwing side kicks and the stamina bar is barely moving down. It's round 5 and these motherfuckers had the stamina bar as they were like in round 2. The strikes were just a little bit awky. It looked a little bit better, but it just felt awky. You can tell by the gameplay. Everything just seemed off. The takedown was atrocious. He didn't want to go in a deep dive on how atrocious the takedown was. Marshall Mine didn't want to talk about the clinch. What? You know how important that clinch is? Man, if UFC 5 had that clinch, oh my gosh. I promise you, man, I would have made it to Division 20 with only clinches. With only clinches. We're going 5 rounds of me putting you in the clinch and mixing in the takedowns. Guys, I would never do a stand-up fight. But now this game forces you to do stand-up fighting. That's why they didn't want to put the clinch in there, bro. Think about it. If the game was full of motherfuckers that could really work the clinch and really work the ground game, a lot of people wouldn't play the game and the game will go to the garbage real quick because the game is too comp. So, you know, UFC fucking did. They just put it to where it is purely a striking game and the bots can motherfucking win. This is not real UFC work right here. Am I still gonna play the game? Ooh, pardon my French. Fuck yeah. It's what's gonna help build the channel. It's what's gonna help, I hope, build the channel. Maybe it could be $100 a waste. I don't know. But, man, I don't know how I feel about it. Am I still gonna pre-order it? Yeah. But, man, it's crazy, though. Shit crazy.
Picture. With your existence, Ubisoft, EA Sports, Rockstar Games
THQ
have no
will be
reason
hard
to change their formula because whether it's good or bad, you will promote it for them anyway. A big thank you to all who have subscribed and liked the video, and let me know in the comment section how you feel about this topic. And if you enjoyed this video, check out these videos on screen too. Have a great weekend.
This guy has a video saying, is Marshall Mine a shield for EA Sports? Claver Uncut, relax. God, leave, buddy. Damn. And this guy made a clean thumbnail of Marshall fucking Mine. That is clean, I will say. Oh, man. I need to take some thumbnail lessons from you, man. Guys, like the video, subscribe. Your boy Fetti Too Sweaty. I'm out.